Turkey's Erdogan orders 10 ambassadors, USA, Canada, France, Germany, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Netherlands, New Zealand and Finland, declared persona non grata for calling for the release of anti-Erdogan philanthropist Kavala.
Here's a summary of the article.
Istanbul, October 23. Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan said on Saturday he had ordered the Foreign Ministry to declare 10 ambassadors from Western countries persona non grata for calling for the release of philanthropist Osman Kavala. Kavala has been in prison since late 2017, charged with financing nationwide protests in 2013 and with involvement in a 2016 failed coup. In a joint statement on October 18, the ambassadors of Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Finland, New Zealand and the United States called for a just and speedy resolution to Kavala's case. They were summoned by the Foreign Ministry, which called the statement irresponsible. I gave the necessary order to our Foreign Minister and said what must be done. These 10 ambassadors must be declared persona non grata at once. You will sort it out immediately, Erdogan said in a speech to a crowd in northwest Turkey's Eskişehir. Kavala was acquitted last year of charges related to the protests, but the ruling was overturned this year and combined with charges in another case related to the coup attempt. Rights groups say his case is emblematic of a crackdown on dissent under Erdogan.
This post received a score of 2,300, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than in diplomacy, a persona non grata is a status sometimes applied by a host country to foreign diplomats to remove their protection by diplomatic immunity from arrest and other normal kinds of prosecution.
Year not a dictatorship.
Erdogan is the worst thing to happen to Turkey.
It will take decades to fix everything he ruined if we can fix that is. It's sad to see the rest of my and millions others' lives will be spent rebuilding a country he ruined at best, or things will derail even further and we will have a civil war. Sometimes I can't believe how unlucky I am to have been born within these borders.
Canadians talk like we have the devil himself for a PM. We need a taste of real dictatorship to know how good we have it in this country.
Because we have 90% of our media owned by American conservatives, who themselves are dictatorial wannabes.
Australian media. Get it right, ya cunt.
Nah, Murdoch is a naturalized American citizen.
Dude wants out of NATO but can't do it himself or the military might overthrow him. So he needs to be so obnoxious he gets kicked out and can play the victim. Best way forward for the US is continue what we are doing. Freeze further military sales and or upgrades to their existing NATO equipment. The military will start to get squirrely. Also, it might be time to examine an alternative to Incirlik Air Base and be ready to evacuate quickly.
He is just consolidating his votes before the early election that he will call. He likes to get in a dogfight with Greece, EU and US before each election. Plus, this time his support is all-time low. People are looking to replace him with the next election and the army will not let him get out of NATO. It is not that easy.
I sincerely hope there's a peaceful transition. After that coup attempt, a couple years ago, they deserve peaceful transitions.
There is a direct correlation between dictators being the biggest snowflakes, acting like the biggest dicks, while compensating for the tiniest mushrooms.
Don't insult mushrooms like that. Mushrooms do their jobs, of being delicious, with reliable efficiency and zero complaints. They are the fungus that keeps on giving. Erdogan is just a prick. Not afraid to call him that. What's he gonna do? Cut off my supply of Turkish coffee? Grin, S.
If I was Erdogan, I would immediately cut off your supply of mushrooms.
Authoritarian despots gonna despot.
Gollum is at it again. Precious. He hates ambassadors. Wicked tricksy false.
It makes me ashamed, as an Australian, to not see Australia on this list. However, I shouldn't be surprised. Australia has become such a gutless country, lately.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.